Okay, so I had a lot of damage to the top and back of my head as a result of a fucking serious injury, which I am still not obligated to talk about on camera. And I still haven't uploaded any videos about it whatsoever. And it's 12 days later, but I've been making videos. I obviously am not quite as angry and upset about what has happened as I am grateful. And I've been grateful the whole time that I'm alive. But it brings up a question. Did I die and come back, or did I just lose consciousness and then regain consciousness? Because when I was gone, I was gone. And the only reason that I have any perspective about being gone, because I can tell you, when you're gone, you're gone. You just fucking disappear. You don't go to the light. You don't go to the pearly gates. You don't have some virgins. That shit is doesn't that all of that does not goddamn compute, because you're not a goddamn computer. When you're in the nothingness, you're not a fucking information machine anymore. Okay, so the reason I turned the video on is because I was just having the thought of how it's possible to exit your body, okay, for a certain, for what you seem to, what seems like a certain period of time, even though you're in the nothingness. The way you have a perspective of the time interval is because you fucking came back. It is the lucid moment of the return that gives you some kind of feeling of a time interval. However, based on the video that I have, the time interval in the video is different than the time interval that I feel. In the video, the time intervals that are happening are instantaneous. It is like the Back to the Future, where it's instant. There is no time interval between being here and then being in the future or being in the past. It's instant. And I use this stuff. People would think I was crazy. I would just say, and I never heard this anywhere, just take the timeline, the way you're looking at it, which is from left to right. I'm watching a movie and there's a timeline at the bottom and it's going from left to right, actually. Just take that timeline like that and then turn it straight and look straight down it, and then all the times are happening at once, because now you see what I mean? You're just turning it that way and looking straight down it like you're looking down through a straw. That's how time works when you're not in your body. It's all the same. It's not existing. Time does not exist. J. Krishnamurti, Jiddu Krishnamurti, I think there's two J. Krishnamurtis. Actually, there's kind of like the angry Krishnamurti. I need to go back and watch them. I forgot about that guy. The guy that I focused on is named Jiddu Krishnamurti, but I have got to go back and look at some of that, okay? Okay, here's the deal. You really, if you call and ask me what happened, I'm possibly soon to be bound by a non-disclosure agreement, and I'm trying not to violate that during the time before which I may have to do something. So I'm only saying that in case you're saying, holy shit, what's happened? I'm just saying, if you call, I will only be able to give limited information at this time. But something very bad happened where I lost consciousness while it was happening. During it, there's a video of it, of which I do not remember large parts of, or parts of. The video is about 67 seconds. It's, for me, it's mortifying. I've had a hard time even looking at it. I actually had to be I actually had to be in the presence of two lawyers to even barely look at it out of the side of my eye at arm's length while going, oh my God, that's worse than I expected. All right. The reason I'm making the video is because now I'm trying to talk to people that are not doctors and lawyers, or if they're doctors that understand how the brain functions during a brain injury, especially if the person is reporting that they either have lost consciousness. Because not only do I not remember what I'm seeing in the video, I don't remember it in actuality. Okay, you see what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm looking at the video and going, I don't remember that. I'm saying I don't remember that. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so, and by the way, it's 5:23 in the morning if you're wondering, and I haven't shaved. I haven't touched myself, man. I had my face my face was so fucked up. It's incredible. Not just the top and the back of my head, my face was goddamn pummeled. Okay. So there's as much detail as we can do right now. But the point is, I feel now like I need to seek out, because man, I've been trying to seek people out and talk about this, and it's like people can't talk about it. They don't know how to talk about it. So I'm looking for people that have had the experience of having some kind of head injury, then believing that they are unconscious or they have left the fucking building, because you can't prove, are you unconscious? Were you dead? Was your lucid, the complete and total lucidity of your return into the body? I returned during the most violent thing that's ever happened to me. I came back into my body during it. Okay? I woke up into a nightmare. So I'm looking for people that have had the experience of, you've had something very bad happen. You have lost consciousness and you are no longer present. And then you wake up and you immediately have to start to question reality, because your reality is not like it's supposed to be, which is waking up and my bed sheets look like concrete. Why is there a Tesla parked in my bedroom? Oh shit, someone's attacking me. Okay. So you've woken up, you've questioned reality and realized, holy shit, I'm in the middle of the nightmare. So I haven't woken up out of a nightmare into my bed where I feel totally elated as I'm waking up and realizing, holy shit, I'm not in my bed. I am getting pummeled. Okay. I'm being attacked. And I'm in the middle of it. I'm waking up to it. I have not found anyone so far that I've talked to that has confirmed that they have had this experience. Okay. So and this morning I've gotten up and I'm like, okay, well now I'm going to have to go because I need to understand what has happened. I'm trying to understand what has happened. Although my healthcare provider is helpful in a certain way, they're not going to be helpful with this. So what I was thinking when I got up is I'm going to go like to different hospitals, to their head injury ward, and just go to the people up front and say, hey, look, I know it sounds crazy, but I'm looking for anybody in here that has told you during a violent event they checked out of the world into the void, and then somehow they checked back in during the event and had to defend their life, or had to do something right when they woke up. And then once the fog of war wore off, that they realized I don't remember part of that. So that's what seems to confirm that I was checked out for an interval of time. But in my case, there's a video, and that the interval of time is not as obvious in the video as it is to the person who has experienced it. I've just made an 11 and a half minute video, so I better stop. I think I can post this one. Each video I've made for the last 12 days, I don't know if I can post it or not, and I have kept them all private. So this one is about the most calm and tame one so far, so maybe I can do it. If so, man, I hope I can post a video soon. My God, please. All right, bye.